The next segment I wanted to kind of get into was kind of like Coach of the Year with JB Bickerstaff. So I want to ask you because I've been seeing like a lot of narratives, like a lot of people are trying to move goalposts. They want to give it to Joe Mazzulla because the Celtics, second seed, 50 plus games. Felt like JB could have won it last year just with the story of tripling their win total. But like, if you had a vote in the media, would you vote for JB Bickerstaff for Coach of the Year?
Absolutely. And I know that's biased of me because I work for FanDuel, but work with the team. But he should have won it last year. I was shocked that he didn't. It was Kenny Atkinson that did, right?
Yeah.
He won it? Yeah. So look, when Kenny got to Cleveland, he had a good team to work with. JB comes to Detroit, and yes, he had guys, but he had to figure out how to piece them together. And as you pointed out earlier, had to help teach this group how to win, how to understand the ins and outs. And to triple your win total from 14 to 44 and go to the playoffs for the first time since 2019, but your first playoff win since, hold on, I'm doing the math now, was it 08?
Yeah, you're making me
I
feel
think
old.
so. Okay, it's been a minute, right? What JB was able to do with these guys and get the city of Detroit excited about Pistons basketball again, he should have won it. I didn't understand that, but if he doesn't win it this year, then come on. 60 wins, which we haven't had since the 04 era, I believe, or 05.
I
So
think the flip year, yeah.
yeah. And look, the proof is on the paper, man. Like what this team's been able to do. They've been the 1 seed since November. 60 wins, what they've been able to do combined just the last 2 years. He is the definition of a fantastic coach and a leader that you want to play for. And I love getting to talk to him and pick his brain, and just how he's taken a team from point A to point B is fantastic. He's done a marvelous job, and I think he deserves it. I really do. I mean, you can just see what this team's been able to accomplish and what other teams have learned about the Pistons and how they play. And JB is the head of the snake of it. He's the one that helped establish what they're doing right now and what we're seeing. So you got to give kudos to him, and he deserves his flowers. He really does. That's how I feel.
I feel like outside of Detroit, like narratives with Detroit all season, where they were just waiting for the Pistons to drop the 1 seed and they never did. And then when they held the 1 seed, like they still don't kind of buy like the process over the past 2 years. Like they're just like I'm like watching Get Up, and I see Adam Schefter, who's like a NFL reporter,
Football
like,
guy, yeah.
Insider. He's like, yeah, Charlotte could give the Pistons real problems, and he's just like, they had the biggest point differential in NBA history. I was just like, but they lost all 3 times. They lost by 20, they lost by 6, and they lost by 18. I was like, what are we doing?
Right. What are we doing? I know. You know what? This is the time of year where the talking heads just find things to talk about. And you know what? Detroit versus everybody is such a real thing. It is. It doesn't matter what sport either. People are always going to doubt. And I think that fuels the guys, to be honest with you. Like,
yeah.
It really does. It fuels me. I know it fuels you too. I mean, anyone that covers this team, it's like, okay, doubt us then. Yes, I know the Celtics didn't have Jason Tatum for most of the year, and now they have him back, and they think Pistons would struggle with Boston. And, you look at the whole East, right? Like the Pacers wouldn't be as bad as they are if Tyrese Halliburton was healthy. And you can look at all these different things like, oh, there's, the reason the Pistons have been in first pretty much all season is because of X, Y, and Z. But listen, we've been able to hold our own in a lot of tough situations this year. And this team is really freaking good. And yes, it would be a heck of a series against Boston. And if the Pacers were fully healthy, it would be a great series against them too. But the Pistons have established themselves now. I think it is time for the national media to recognize that. And there are some outlets that do. And I appreciate that when I do turn on a show on ESPN or whatever, and they're hyping up the Pistons. And I think Run It Back on FanDuel always does a great job at hyping up the Pistons too, with Lou Williams and Michelle Beadle and all them. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hit or miss, but yeah, there's always gonna be haters that are gonna think that the Pistons aren't gonna, oh, they're not gonna make it out of the first round again. Just wait and see. I
Low
think
key,
that's wrong, Mo.
low key, whoever the admin is over Earn It Back, I think they're a Piston fan because I remember during the playoff series last year, he was like DMing me like the whole series. He's like, look what I just clipped. He's like, Knicks for clicks. And I was just like, man, you're crazy.
Really? Hey, I'll take it. You know what? Anyone that's on our side, because I feel like they're always talking Pistons, which is awesome. Like, I think I saw something the other day. Someone mentioned on the show Joe Mazzulla should be coach of the year, but then someone was like, no. How about JB Bickerstaff? I'm like, yes, that guy right there. I appreciate that.